That is so fetch.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Kaiya, and today we're going to be listening to prequel to the sequel by progressive metal band Between the Buried and Me. This is a personal request from one of my Patreon Tier 3 members, Tom, Mango of the Universe. Shout out to you. This video is dedicated to you. All of these songs that are going to be featured in this video were picked by Tom. So YouTube, you're just gonna get to see prequel to the sequel. If you want to see the entire 5-song discography dive to Between the Buried and Me, link in the description to my Patreon. Definitely go and check it out. All of my exclusive reactions will be on my Patreon, okay? Shout out to Tom for requesting this, and I'm really excited to get into it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please feel free to do so. I post weekly videos documenting my metal journey as a brand new metalhead. I also have a Discord, the Moshpit. There's an invite link down below in my description, as well as my PO box if you want to send something to be featured in my monthly metal unboxing videos. So much going on. It's so many little technical things that they're doing in this song. I'm noticing it all, but I'm trying to just like let it play. Also trying to find the right moment to pause, and then they switch it up, and then they switch it up again and switch it up again. Just like the last song. That's what I'm assuming is progressive metal, is that they have that kind of technical aspect. And I really like how there's so much. It's really making me feel so happy. I don't know what it is. I haven't felt this way with like a progressive metal song. Mastodon certainly didn't make me feel this way. I'm sorry. But Between the Buried and Me is making me feel all kinds of things right now. But they're doing, oh my gosh, so many things. Pulling back everything and then having a little bit of double bass, and like the splash, and then they're bringing things back in, and then they're pulling everything away, and then having all these different things, and then panning something here, and it's just like, and then switch up, and then switch up. So I'm noticing it, and I like how they kept the same formula as they did with Selkie. They had the instrumental, and then they kind of get into this. It's very, very, like, happy and nostalgic for me. I've been watching a lot of anime recently. I'm currently watching Parasite, if you know what that is. The anime with the Y in it. Go watch that. Get yourself a Crunchyroll subscription for $8, girl, and go watch Parasite, because it's the dankness. And for some reason, this is making me feel kind of like those vibes, if that's weird. I don't know. Okay, let's continue. In this song. Okay. We're 5 minutes into the damn song. What is happening? If they're trying to make me confused, it's working. But it's enjoyable. I'm just confused. Bubba, the little, like, one beat piano solo, and then they just keep going back to whatever they're doing. This is like that Alice in Wonderland scene where she falls through, like, the tube and is just spinning and spinning and spinning. I think that's what happens in the movie. I haven't seen it in a while, but that's kind of how I feel right now. This song is a trip, and I enjoy it. I enjoy it because there's, like, little hints of Mastodon, but the better parts of it, and definitely can hear Meshuggah in terms of, like, the, like, what's the, like, that sort of, like, guitar thing? What is that called? It's the sort of, like, guitar, like, style of playing that Meshuggah does. If you know what the technical term of that is, please let me know, because I'm so bad at, like, articulating my thoughts. But that's kind of, like, what I'm hearing in this. But it's really hard for me to pinpoint what in the world Between the Buried and Me is in terms of, like, what other bands are doing this, because I'm hearing so many different influences, from Opeth to, like, little Slipknot vibes to Meshuggah, and then of course it's got that, like, kind of metalcore sort of pop, I guess, vibe to it. Not that that's a bad thing, but it's got that kind of vibe, but it's making me feel nostalgic and happy and wanting to watch anime. I don't know what's going on, but I'm here for it. Let's continue. in like Paris. We've transported to Ratatouille. This section with that piano, oh, it's so unsettling, and it like doesn't go but goes. It's like kind of flat, but like accordion, French. Why? We're like on a time warp and journey with this song. Changes again. Switch it up again, aren't we? Yep. Oh. And that's how the song ends? I'm assuming it goes into another song, because that was really sudden. This is from their actual YouTube channel, so I'm assuming it goes into another song. But Tom said that his favorite album, one of his favorite albums from Between the Buried and Me, was their album Colors, which is what this is from. Oh, critically acclaimed and Grammy nominated, their 5th studio album. Nice. What a mind trip, okay? What an absolute mind trip. At Basement Studios in 2007. So this was 2 years after, what was it? Selkies. What does Selkies mean? That's interesting. Colors, his favorite Buried in Me's main influences. Mike Portnoy. Dream Theater. Oh. Was one of his Between my main influences, named Colors his favorite album of the year. Oh, that's cool. Prequel to the sequels featured as downloadable content for the video games Rock Band 2, though it is a radio edited version of the song. I was gonna say, the ending of that definitely has like a video game-esque vibe, but it's not, I wouldn't expect it to be in like Rock Band. I would expect it to be in like some fantasy game or something. Either way, I'm really enjoying this song. I'm not sure what it's about, but I like it. I definitely like it a lot. So they do have a keyboardist. I'm getting a little bit of Children of Bodom too. Anytime I ever hear metal with a keyboardist, I'm always just going to assume it's like Children of Bodom. But so they got vocals and keyboards. So Tommy Rogers. I've heard that name before. Tommy Rogers. Okay, so he plays keyboard and he sings? Whoa, that's a first. I don't feel like we've had any like main singers, like lead singers playing keys also. I feel like nothing this band is doing sounds anything like what we've had on this channel. It's a totally unique like cluster bunch of music and bands. They're doing so many different things. It's like every like 4 to 8 measures, they're doing something completely different, either introducing something completely different, either adding a new riff or panning something to the left or panning something to the right, or like pulling everything back and just having it being guitar and bass and or drums and bass. And it's just, but it's so much more than that. And it's like, even in that prequel to the sequel, the like accordion kind of French sounding instrumental part where he even had like this kind of French, you know, stereotypical French accent, you know, it really made me think of like Ratatouille or something like that. It's very like animated. I don't know, it's just such a interesting way to lay your songs out. It's such a playful way to lay your songs out also, because it's like where Meshuggah does more like focuses more on the technical stuff and less on like the melodies. Like Between the Buried and Me does a lot more like melodies and plays around with like everything that they can like add and take away, and just they kind of have a lot more fun and freedom with it. I think that's just kind of the beauty of like different artists. So I'm curious what your thoughts are. What do you think about Between the Buried and Me? Do you think that their sound got better over time, or did they kind of lose that uniqueness that they had? I think it's really cool that they made Colors too, and it seems like they stuck with the same sort of like uniqueness that Colors 1 had. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. I am really actually very happy that we did this band. So Tom, thank you so much for requesting this. I'm honestly just so grateful for you, and I know this is one of your favorite bands, so I really appreciate you supporting the channel and supporting me in the Patreon. So this one is for you. I'm dedicating this to you, and yeah, I just love you so much. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.